weird, it's not. Okay, and what we're going to talk about is IR.
I need your help.
And let me tell you something, we protect people, we build proactive and defensible cybersecurity programs. You know where we start? IR. It used to be an assessment. We still have to do the assessment, right? But we're starting with IR. We're starting with a business impact assessment so we understand what's what. Then we identify the IR team,
right there.
Who's on the team. Do they know it? Okay. Do they understand their role on the team? And then we develop a plan, because let me tell you something. You're going to have incidents. Business email compromise right now is rampant. We do incident response and forensics. We work with the insurers. We have 7 IR teams, and they're buried. There's a line. We have to go outside because of business email compromise. What AI has done is taken all this information, just made it very readily available to these criminals. The criminals don't need to scan the world anymore. They just log in because your information is there. When you're using a free app or signing up for a free service, this is what our employees are doing. They're putting in their work credentials because they can't they can't remember it. And what they're not realizing when you're pressing OK, 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 is they're saying they're going to sell that clear text. Okay? So your information is out there. So we have to be hyper aware. My name is John Flory. I created Harbor Shield with Bud Peets, and now Harbor Shield is the security arm of Harbor IT. We have about 400 employees nationwide. What Harbor IT is a security first technology provider, risk first, and I love it. I built a company for the separation between provider and security, so that's how passionate and I felt it was important. And when this opportunity came with Harbor IT, it was polar opposite to what we've done, we believed in, but the impact could be so great if we're able to really pull that off. We are, because I have a lot to do with it, right? So when we deliver anything, starts with a business impact analysis, et cetera. Okay, I think they're still working. The second thing that this is going to highlight is third parties. Man, yeah, our employees, biggest risk, and it's very true, but third parties are right there. I think we do a decent job about vetting them. These guys didn't. Okay, these guys did not do a good job. I think we're to the point where doing an okay job vetting third parties, but then we let them run wild. How do we know they're doing what they said they were going to do, what the contract says? They say they're patching. Are they patching? Do you know? Do you have a system? Right, so third parties is real important. Who are they? What do they access? How important is that information? Then we got to categorize them, and we have to make ourselves defensible by asking them how they're protecting our information. And then checking to make sure, right? So those things are really important, because what we're seeing, and understand this, if you collect the information, I don't care where it is, you're responsible for it. So yeah, I put my information in the cloud. Yeah, you better be triple careful then, because all you're doing is now you're putting it in the unknown. It's not your closet anymore, blinking. So let's understand, where is the information? How are they taking care of it? And then document it, because if you don't document it, it's not real. Don't bother. You need to have policies in place for your users because of some of the things I was talking about before. Passwords are a problem. AI is a problem, because there's a breach you were in 10 years ago where they had, you know, your aunt's name, your education. Last year, they got your social. This is all pay for performance as a service. You do not need to be a hacker, okay? You could pay very little money for people to be able to have your credentials. And we have multi-factor, very good. It's a must and you need it. It gets beat every day. We are working on incidents where every day, because of cookie theft, multi-factor is getting beat. So do this in your personal lives, first of all. Go turn on multi-factor in all your social media, because those breaches I hate. It's scary. It sucks. Trying to call Facebook to tell them that somebody's taken over your account. I just dealt with a ski resort who did a charity event. It was a summer thing. And the guy wanted to put it on social media. And his wife wanted to go one last cruise around the lake. And he started posting. They asked him to re-authenticate. He did it. All of a sudden, he was kicked out of Facebook. And guess what? Everybody on that list in that ski mountain got sextorted from the ski mountain. Hey, I know you're looking at porn. Give us $200. We're going to tell everybody. And he was mortified. You don't want that to happen to you. Go to your social media and put on multi-factor authentication. It doesn't mean every time they're going to hammer you. It means when you're going from a different device or something unknown, they're going to make sure it's you, because you don't want that getting taken over. You don't want your LinkedIn getting taken over. Bad, bad. Do it for your bank accounts too. Just have notifications also. Anyone spends money, notifications. How are we doing up here, fellas?
We're going to have a contingency plan, right? That's what IR is sometimes. Contingency plan, so that's what we're going to do here today.
Why, we can't get
I think
it
we're just
play?
going to run through it like this. Just give us 1 second.
Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just a video. You can pull up YouTube if you want. Okay, so, yeah.
Really quick, anybody, we are raffling off this Yeti cooler.
I've never had a problem.
We're going to raffle off as soon as
Okay, here we go. I talked about insurers. We work with the insurers. We used to do it just reactively. So we would help with investigations and finding root cause, etc. About 3 years ago, we were approached by Coalition Insurance. I'm not sure if you know who Coalition Insurance is, but they're game changers. It's actually not insurance people. It was the founders of Cloudflare went and started a cyber insurance company to be proactive instead of reactive. So what Coalition does is they team with a few select technology providers that are risk-centric, and they provide what's called active insurance. So it's something very important, because what I found when we were helping with these incidents in insurance is everyone thinks, oh, I have insurance, I'm in great shape. We're doing 18-page checklists, right, every year. And then an incident happens, the investigators go in, they find root cause, and then they say you misrepresented yourself, and they don't pay the claim.
Yeah.
So insurance is something where in an incident response plan, it's very, very important that we have insurance, that we use them in the right time. We also want our own legal representation, because the reality is this: from an insurance perspective, they're minimizing their loss. That's what they're all about. So we need to recognize that when they're assigning us a breach coach, et cetera. How do we do? We're good?
We detected, we responded, we recovered, and we're resuming regular operations now. Yeah.
This guy is the best. So, Bud, can you just introduce yourself before we get started?
Yeah, he keeps calling me Bud. That's my nickname. You can call me that. My real name is Peets. I was talking to Alan yesterday because him and I are rival relative to experience. I'm 31 years in cyber before there was a CISO title, right? Just like he said. Chief Protection Architect for Harbor IT. Prior to this, I was Data Privacy Officer for USA Today, Democrat and Chronicle. Before that, I was Chief Information Security Officer. I like the consulting piece way better. Seems like there's less stress, I don't know. But yeah, we want to take you through a really good incident response. We have a video. We're going to walk through a scenario, and guys, you're going to help us solve it, right? So that's a little bit about me. So, John?
No, that's great. So we're going to go right now. We're going to play the first clip. I'm going to frame it a little bit because it might take a couple clips. It's homegrown, so you might be like, so what this is about is this vice president and office manager, I think that was their titles, they were bosses. They got permission from the board to hire a third-party managed service provider to help them. So they're really excited, and the one of them had a buddy that does managed services. So let's start. Let's start this thing out.
Just real quick, I mean, these are just examples of breaches and incidents that are in the news, but I feel like we've almost become numb to it. I mean, how many times a year do you get some type of notification in the mail that your personal data has been breached in some type of incident? I would say probably 2, maybe 3 times a year. It's really scary, and the reasons are numerous, but John mentioned third-party risk management is such a critical component of any program. And I had a really big customer that you would know that we serve, and the senior VPs, they're multi-billion dollars a year, and he's like, do we really need a third-party risk management program? Are we big enough? I'm like, well, that's where a lot of your incidents are coming from. So the answer to that is yes. So, but yeah, it's super important to do that vetting as John was talking about before. Do you want me to hop into that video, John?
Yeah, because the incidents are beyond our control, so that's why we need to be defensible. We need to have that policy and that documentation. All right, here we go.
John, you want to talk to this slide, John, or are you
No,
good?
let's go. Let's get the video.
All right. Uh-oh.
Oh, this is not good.
This is not good.
Oh.
Hold on.
Oh boy, this is suspenseful. KK, why do you pull it up on YouTube on your computer?
Yeah, I did it. Let me. I can't see my mouse where it is.
Oh, there you go, bud. Go down. Yes. There you go.
Sorry, another
There we go. We got it.
another issue resolved.
I don't hear the volume.
Yeah, it's plugged in. It was?
And bud, then you gotta go back. Unmute it, and then go back.
Sorry, guys. Kristen, I may need your help. Yeah, where am I muted? I don't see it. No, it's not muted.
Good to see you. Jim McCormick.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Thank you. Yeah. So Kevin told me what's been happening was going
Yeah,
on.
let's just drag it back.
All right, now go back to the meeting, we'll be all right.
Hey, Kev, what's up?
What's going on? All right.
That's some good news today. We got approved to get an outsourced IT group.
You're kidding. That's amazing. I've got the perfect guy.
No way. Really?
Yeah, he's going to be great.
Can you set up a call and get him in here?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Well, hey, Jimmy, my buddy Pedro.
Oh, excellent.
Hey,
Hey, Kevin, how are you?
Good to
How's
see
it
you.
going?
Good to see you.
Hey, Pedro, Jim McCormick.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Thank you. Yeah. So Kevin told me what's been happening, what's going on. I truly appreciate the opportunity to be of service. So with that in mind, yeah, a little bit about us. We offer a complete managed IT and cybersecurity solution dedicated for small and medium-sized companies. And we basically try to address every single one of the issues in a comprehensive manner with a proactive approach.
But try playing
With
it
that
more
in mind, I know
natural.
Kevin said that you guys
Yeah, I
want to
can't.
get ready right away. Is that accurate?
It is, yes.
Okay,
Sorry, guys.
phenomenal. Perfect. So that said, I think there's nothing more to say. Then I'm going to go ahead and actually prepare the right paperwork, send it over, and then
Yeah,
we'll go from
I'm
there.
on there right there.
Good.
Thank you.
Phenomenal.
All right, sounds like a
You're putting
plan.
great hands, okay?
Thank you.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. While Bud is talking about this, what happens is what I told you is what happened. They brought in a third-party managed service provider and they hired a friend. So what I want you to talk in your groups about for 1 second, for 2 minutes is, what's the danger in that? What does your group feel like the biggest danger, just pick one each, of bringing in a friend to run your IT from an outsourced perspective for your company? Okay, and I'll be back with you in 2 minutes. So talk, you two are a group, you two are a group, and then pick a spokesman that's going to say
Hey,
what
Jeff.
your
Hey,
answer
Jeff, what's
is.
up?
What's going on? All right.
Got some good news today. We got approved to get an outsourced IT group.
It's amazing. I got the perfect guy.
No way. Really?
Yeah, he's going to be great.
Can you set up a call and get him in here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, now it's gone.
No, this is awful. So when the PowerPoint's open, you have to use the YouTube link, which uses the flash, and then when you use the video, nothing shows up on the screen. When we use the YouTube video, the
Yes,
PowerPoint
yes.
is straight,
Go,
so it's not
go,
playing.
go.
And then when you play it from the actual embedded
We're in the
video,
right place.
it doesn't show up on the screen. And just the last
Forget
time, so that's
YouTube.
why it just-
Forget caps.
I know, that's why it just-
Yeah, once we started doing it for YouTube, then I.
No, it doesn't show up on the screen. When you get out of it,
30 seconds, 30 more seconds.
Hey, Kristen, can you stay up here and just do it? Because it's too hard to get into flow.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Jeff, what's up?
What's going on? All right.
Got some good news today. We
All
got
right, here we
approved
go.
to-
Here we go. I love this. This is unreal. All right, we're gonna start. Who's the spokesman? All right, what do you got? What's the biggest stage of your group thought for doing that?
Get an outsourced IT group.
You're kidding. That's amazing. I got
Not
the perfect
having all
guy.
the data. Give me a little bit more. What do you mean by that?
You're never going to have all the data. As a former incident responder myself,
Yep.
you have to look at all the data sometimes
No way. Really?
Yeah, he's going to be great.
and not rush to failure. So look at all the data that you have and then try to make the best decision possible.
Yeah. So they had no data. There's my data. This is my buddy. This is my buddy. Give us a big danger.
Impartiality.
Partiality. How the heck are you going to have good oversight
Hey, Jeff.
on your buddy? First of all, it's your buddy. Second of all, you brought him in. You're going to get in trouble if he doesn't do good. Right? So, yeah, really, really important. What do you guys think? Due diligence. Tell me about it. What do you got, Roz? Give me some due diligence.
We have no vetting, we have no information as far as where that person's gonna take the information or not take it. We have things where if they're using their own devices, any supply chain risks attached to it. And it's just a cascading set of events.
Right on, man. Right on.
You may not have a contract either, right? So you may have a statement of work, but in a court of law, that's not going to do much for you, probably. So.
Yeah. Who the heck are the people coming on my site? Right? Accessing my data. What about you guys? Got one?
Basically everything they were saying, the inherent trust you have with your friend
Yeah, man.
applies against it.
It's a huge, huge issue. You guys.
Very similar to everyone, the emotional piece, the lack of oversight, too much trust, but then also potential to ruin your friendship as well. So
Potential to ruin your friendship. And I think we learned yesterday in Paul Robinson's, that's important. Right? We don't want to screw around with that. How about you guys?
You can't ask us after everyone took all the good ones.
Come on, there's a lot. There's still some left.
You might have a different set of standards for a friend versus, a strictly business relationship.
100%.
I just had this like last month. We had a big company that we support in Massachusetts doing a refresh of their e-com, and the CIO has a good friend who owns another company, and they were just going to go to contract. And finally, I was able to get in and say, "Wow, your developers are using personal devices from all over the world. That's a major risk. That's a major problem." So, yeah, friendship thing can really skew your decision making.
Yeah, there's no visibility on any of those devices. And that, he thought because it's a contractor, it was great. He was fine. All right, what about you guys? Give us a big problem here. How about you? Got one?
So security gets delayed, so when a contract starts, even if nothing, some security implementations are not in place, he can't be happy about it but can't say no because the contract gets going and you're my friend.
Right, right, exactly. How about back here?
We had very similar, but trust but verify kind of goes out the window.
Yeah.
There's a lot of assumptions that things might be done that aren't. There's, that inherent
This happens in SMB an enormous amount of times. Anything else here? What the hell are your qualifications? Right. How about you guys? There's one I have in my mind. There's one more missing, but anything that comes to your mind that you want to bring up? Conflict of interest. Liability.
A lot of times you really don't know your friend.
Right. Yeah. Love it. Right. You just think of it, oh, he does IT. How about you guys? That's the one I had. How do you know what you're paying? Is this good price? Is this bad price? Right? So, awesome. Anything else?
From an audit perspective, potential for quid pro quo.
That's a good one.
And I see that you hired your friend, I'm going to know why. Yes. I want to know what your relationship is to him. Is there anything going on behind the scenes?
I love it. You're going to see a lot of great stuff here. We're going to start from the beginning and play that first clip and then go right into the second, okay? And then we'll stop it.
We think we're going to do that. So far, it's been a big fail.
If you can't hear, please raise your hand because it's helpful to hear.
Hey, Jeff. Hey, Kev, what's up?
What's going on? All right.
That's some good news today. We got approved to get an outsourced IT group.
You're kidding. That's amazing. I got the perfect guy.
No way. Really?
Yeah, he's going to be great.
Can you set up a call and get him in here?
Absolutely.
All right, thank you.
Well, hey, Jimmy, my buddy Pedro.
Oh, excellent.
Hey, Kevin.
How's it going?
Good to see you.
Hey,
Come
Pedro,
on.
Jim McCormick.
Yeah, nice to meet you, man. Pedro, yeah. So, Kevin told me what's been happening, what's going on. I truly appreciate the opportunity to be of service. So, with that in mind, yeah, a little bit about us. We offer a complete managed IT and cybersecurity solution dedicated for small and medium-sized companies. And we basically try to address every single one of the issues in a comprehensive manner with a proactive approach. With that in mind, I know Kevin said that you guys want to get ready right away. Is that accurate?
It is, yes.
Okay,
Need some
phenomenal.
help.
Perfect. So that said, I think there's nothing more to say. Then I'm going to go ahead and actually prepare the right paperwork, send it over, and then we'll go from there.
Great. Thank you.
Phenomenal.
Awesome. All right, sounds like
You're in great hands. Okay.
Thank you.
If you knew him, that's a perfect role for him.
Fantastic year this year. We've really stepped up our game. Latest performance reviews are showing that we've made really solid progress. Jimmy, what's on the agenda for today?
Yeah, so today we're going to take a look at our cybersecurity approach to our existing infrastructure, any new projects, and get a holistic view of what we're going to do in general going forward. And I think the key thing is that we really communicate with the C-level team on an ongoing basis. We're all on the same page.
I love this one. All right, take 2 minutes. In your groups, how important is this? Do you do this? What are the benefits of this? What are the threats when you don't do this? All right, take 2 minutes. And I'm going to start back there this time. We're going to go this way. So you guys are going to do the harder stuff. It's going to be hard. Yeah. All right.
Took the young guy to do that. He came up and
That shows what you're made of.
That's right. Haven't even broken a sweat.
Oh, why do you take this one? You go up and down this one.
Oh, sure.
Is that unbelievable? You like the wink I made him do? Yeah, that's part of the script. I'm glad this happened. It's good. It's good for you. It gets my heart going, man. I know that's nerve-wracking.
you're unfazed.
That's not.
You have taken the torch for grace.
Now, 1 minute, guys. 1 minute.
It's on.
Give them a microphone and time to kill.
Did great. I think you prefer it that way.
What's that? Yeah, I know, because he started down the coalition road, and I'm like, okay, they're ready to go.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to stop them.
Maybe you and
I've never had this issue before. Usually it's like no problem.
Well, like Courtney was saying, I don't know why they don't just have, well, because you don't get enough time to set up between.
Yeah, there's
you
no
can't
time.
test your shit. They
Yeah.
should just have
No,
like
KK.
a machine set up and configured.
I think we
you
should
just
put them
bring your
out.
shit in.
Tell them to put their names on it.
Yeah, you guys are doing great.
Yeah, do that.
All right,
Do that right now. Yeah, have put their name in the company. Ed, put the certificates out in front of everybody and tell them to put their name and company, and then we'll give them the real one.
All right, let's go. We lost some time, so we're going to try to make up some time.
Bud's leading us on this one. So
Can you
Bud's
guys
the
hear me
boss.
okay? You guys hear me okay? Is it off? Says it's on. All right, let's get going. Can you guys hear me okay? Is coming through the mic? Okay. Let's start back here. Speed's everything in incident response, right? So we're going to try to stay on task here. What do we got here relative to communication? How important is that? Anything back here? I need a mic.
All right, hold on. We're going to bring the mic down.
Yeah, bring the mic back. Got important stuff to say here.
Bud will ask. I'll be the mic guy. All right, there you go. Here we go.
So communication is important. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Go louder. Go louder.
Yep.
Communication is important for communicating expectations between your IT team and your executive. If the executives say one thing, but IT knows very well that that's outside the realm of expectations, it's probably not going to work out too well.
Yeah. Yeah, what I say is, who's signing a ransom check? We don't endorse that, but it's not going to be the IT director, it's not going to be the security manager, it's going to be a C-level or the board, and we don't want that, right? And we're not saying go and pay a ransom, but they have to be accountable and bought into the program to be effective, executives.
Who's speaking?
What do you got?
No.
Oh, they said you sing. Are you sure?
Executive leadership has to be involved in all of the full process, and so you have to communicate the risks up to executive leadership so they can understand what the driving factor is behind the decisions that are being made.
Love it. Right on.
Yeah, enabling strategy, managing risk. That's what it's all about, right?
So it's not clearly it's important that it's communication, but it's what is communicated. Oftentimes, cyber and IT are the cost center. So it's how do you communicate the ROI, and not just that you're bringing in revenue, but that you're reducing a loss of revenue.
I love it. Do you believe security, I won't answer for you, is an ROI for a business? Absolutely. You're better than your competition. Make them chase you. That's a big deal to people nowadays. Who's speaking?
Yeah, that's been an issue forever. How do you capture that data and represent it in a way that management understands, right? The return on investment.
That's great.
So we've already talked about funding and resources, but one thing is communicating training to your C-level. Your phishers, your hackers are going to go after your C-level employees if they're not aware of current trends and how to defend their own accounts. And your CEO's email gets compromised, and the attacker sends an email to someone else, says, oh yeah, hey, this project's approved, cut a check to this person. You got to make sure they're going to be a target. They need to know what's going on and what to watch for.
Love it. Love it. And then that gets down to policy and what happens when you get that request, et cetera. Who's the spokesperson here?
Yeah, C-level are the ones that are going to be most resistant to training. Like, what do I need to do this for? Why do I need a corporate laptop? Why can't I use my own? I've seen it all many, many times.
So obviously, as we've all said, that communicating is important, but one of the things that we discussed was trying to hammer down your C-suite and actually get them to sit down with you. C-suite members don't typically want to talk to IT departments because we spend money, we don't make money. Okay. So that return of investment is, okay, well, you're going to cut a $2 million ransomware check, or we're going to implement this new cybersecurity training.
Right. And
so being able to talk to them and then learn how your C-suite can hear information. You've got to be able to talk their language so that way they understand what you're saying.
Yeah, it's usually a couple high-level risks, right? And start there. And that billion-dollar company that Bud was talking about earlier, their CEO doesn't want multi-factor, doesn't want to change his password, and everything else, so it's like, man, it's a problem.
Yeah, you know, one thing it may help is when I consult, we have risk. Security risk are business risk, and I recategorize that for many of my customers. Like, don't call it that. It's a business risk just like any other business risk. In fact, I think it's maybe one of the most important ones that any company can manage, and specifically you dig into that third-party risk management because you're extending your data and systems everywhere.
So the financial folks, the operations folks, the sales folks, they're all talking to the C-suite every day about how they add to the business, how they support the business, how the business can't survive without them. IT has to do the same thing. The C-suite has to have an intuitive understanding that if IT evaporated tomorrow, the business is going to shut down. It has to stop being, the geeks in the corner that are a cost center and start really understanding on a day-to-day basis how IT is building the business.
Love it. And I like what that guy said up front too. Make them say, hey, you don't want to play have a budget, then make them accept the risk. They're going to try to avoid you because they don't want to do that. But if they have to put their name where their money, where their mouth is, they act different. So right now they're just going to blame you. So it's really important that we want them involved. So where is the risk and who is really responsible for that risk? Do they know it? Do we have metrics? Right? How about you guys? Who's spokesperson? Joel?
We've heard it all. We've heard it all. The intercommunication between the IT department as well. Who's your real voice to the C-suite? Is it the CISO? Because she might be working on a project that has no idea what he's working on, and he might be working on something without. So even between the IT department, there's multi-projects going on, and which one's got priority? That's going to be.
And what's the reporting schedule?
Yeah,
what's the reporting
bubbling
cadence
up?
here? Who's looking to do what?
So on that same vein, though, having somebody who oversees all of those areas really needs to be the person who that's funneled through, and that person has to be able to communicate in a way that is understood by C-suite, so not in technical terms, right? So that's been my major, that is my role, but that's like one of the major challenges where you can say like, hey, the risk involved with this is comparative to the roof that's gonna cave in over on that building. So like, just so you know, those are the two, that's what we're dealing with. So if money has to go there, okay, but then this is the risk that you're left with, right?
Really good. Awesome. Spokesperson? Anybody?
No one's talked about reputational risk. So you want to bring in this new platform or whatever, and you have legacy software in that can't be patched and can't be updated. Who's going to sign off on that exception? Because the reputation of the organization could be out there in the news, and nobody wants to be in the news for negative.
You have no idea how many organizations I work where the IT department wants to hoard. They just want, and that is so bad. That is so bad because they're going to get blamed for something that has nothing. They can't patch it. Probably can't mitigate it, right? This is what we're going to do going forward because I want you guys to see all this, and I want to stay on time. I'm going to call randomly on 4 groups after this one. Any spokesperson here? Anything missing? Anything? Yeah, give us something good.
Responsibility without authority, so you want to make sure that you're needing to match that responsibility and match the authority.
Awesome. Fantastic. And that is a platform to do that, right? Anything else that somebody's, give us something, my brother.
Mutually establishing scope. It's important for the C-suite to understand what their business infrastructure is for pursuing strategies long-term. It's important for the IT department to understand what the larger business strategies and objectives are for establishing an infrastructure.
That is excellent.
Yeah, that's great.
Home run, yeah.
I mean, to me, I think about like how important is it that your brain communicates with your arms and legs, right? Your arms and legs are doing all the walking, and they basically know the pain. If you're walking a lot, they know that they have to communicate to the brain that, hey, we're walking a lot, we are possibly going to fall over, and that that breaks the entire thing because you hit your head, you hit your your chest and everything. So to me, it just, to conceptualize it with, humans, it seems like it's very important, because if you don't have the communication, the entirety of the body falls over. You know what I mean?
Right on, man. Yeah, I love that. I love it.
One of the things I think is very important is, it's already been said a few times, but to communicate to the C-suite in terms that they can understand. But talking the technical stuff, but in business relation. So being able to say that in such a way that you don't confuse them, and you're not talking a language that they don't understand. And when you do that, it seems that the higher up in the company of person you're talking to, the shorter and more concise it needs to be.
It's got to be 3 to 5, top 3 to 5 risks. They like colors, stuff like that. Yeah, you have anything?
No, I'm just saying no one's mentioned regulatory risk. I work in a highly regulatory industry, and part of our regulations are communicating to that suite and documenting it. So
That's great. I love that, because IT departments are put in places where they should not be. And this opens that door for you. Walk through it.
Thank you. This is all good stuff. So I'm going to be a little cynical here. But here's one of the things that I work for an enterprise company, so it doesn't work for every size. But we went by share price. Most executives are compensated by shares, right? The first thing we said is that we broke it down to 4 things. One, is it going to hit the share price, right? If this vulnerability or exposure is exploited. Second thing is it going to hurt our employees? Financially, reputationally, not being able to do their jobs, right? Third thing is going to, and not any particular order, let the executive figure out what order they like, right? But the third one is it going to hit our customers, right? Is it going to hurt them, and how? And then we provide examples in similar industries, right? So, and then the fourth thing, to your point, is can we defend the company, right, if this is not taken care of? And when we roll that into and if you're very confident in your metrics, we roll that into saying legally, right, regulatory, if you brought us into court, can we defend you with evidence, right? Because ultimately it's not this department's name on it, it's the directors of the company. Can we defend you?
There is a fifth factor as well.
Love it.
John,
Go
there's
for
a
it.
fifth
Yes.
factor as well. The example would be the Twitter hack of 2 years ago.
Yep.
The second thing Jack Dorsey did, who was CEO at the time. The fifth factor, and I respect those first 4, is responsibility to the employees. People want to know they're working for an ethical company with integrity. And when Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter at that time, experienced the big tweet attack of 2 years ago, the second communication he did with the Twitter employees to reassure them that they had this handled, they're working for a reputable company with integrity, they would fix the problem rapidly, and they could still be proud of who they work for. Critically important.
Love it. It's so important. Your employees are everything, right? If you don't have your employees believing in your organization, it's going to have a great effect. We're gonna play a couple in a row now, because I think it's going to be fine for me just to let you see the next question and think about it, and then we're going to roll. So go ahead, KK.
Another patch alert? All right, I'll get on the next go round.
All right, just stop it there for 1 second, KK. How do you know they're doing it?
Really
Basically, the IT tech had his feet up and a patch came out, and he's like, a critical patch, I'll deal with it later. So my question to you is, and we're not going to go around, but I want you to really think about it, because I think we all struggle here. How do we know that patch is taking place? Because we signed a contract with them? Because they said they were going to? I owned an MSP for 16 years. That's hard. It's a lot. So you got to really be careful. Eddie, do you want to say something? Okay. All right, let's keep going.
Really helping me a lot. Yeah, Kevin, great. No shortage of notifications. No, that's great. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. What's going on? Everything all right?
Yeah, we got a serious problem. We have a lot of unpatched systems. Everything's locked.
Really?
I think it's ransomware.
Oh, man.
Yeah. I gotta let the team know.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Hey.
Hey.
Got kind of a serious situation going on right now.
Uh-huh.
I was just talking to a cybersecurity consultant, and we got a significant issue. We got ransomware. We got to shut everything down. It's
Really?
a big problem. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What kind of impact we got? Can we contain it?
He said, what kind of impact and can we contain it? All right, stop it right here. So I want you to take a second now in your groups. What are you doing right now? You're these guys. What's your step? And I'm going to call on 4 random people. Take 2 minutes. Talk amongst yourselves. Really important. What you do right now is critical. Time is everything to the crooks and to us. You're doing great. Yeah. It's going good now. Yeah. I don't think we can. That's why we went to the YouTube. But it's a good session. It's a good session. Oh, yeah.
We got like 7 minutes. We go to 50, I think, 11:50.
All right, you got to see how these guys made out, so I got to rush you. Because I don't want you to miss the ending of this story that I personally wrote. Okay, does anybody have something? Raise your hand if you want to say something about this. What are you doing next? Anybody over here? What do you got, my friend?
Do as quickly as possible. You gotta figure out where this impact is, what's been hit, what's been isolated. You know, just take a quick synopsis of what data, or if it's just web servers, we're okay. You just got to make a quick evaluation.
Yep. What's the scope? What is this hitting? Where are we at? What do you got in this middle row? Who's got some? You, my friend. Just yell. Yell.
Where are your backups? Are they available? How far back can you go?
That's a great one.
I saw something on backups today. I think that was bad in the news, by the way. I think. Yeah, go ahead. Check your IR plan.
There it is.
Boom! What do you got? Okay, I like it. I really like your terminology. Great, let's keep going because I forgot we had a 10 up. We gotta go fast. Who's that?
It's confidential. Got bad news. The hackers exploited a vulnerability in our environment, and they're using it to breach our systems and take our critical data.
We're detecting ransomware activity. It's spreading really quickly. We need to isolate the infected systems immediately.
Okay, I'll block external connections and initiate our incident response plan to help minimize the impact.
All right, give me 3 answers. Yell them out. Who should be involved?
Yeah, the hackers.
IR plan. Who's on the team? Anybody else? Legal.
Also, whatever subject matter experts you brought in to help you, whether it's the application layer or whatever, those are the folks that you need to get on the call with, because sometimes as an incident responder, you don't have all of the permissions you need.
No doubt.
To get into those devices.
Love it.
You know, you need to call those according to your incident response plan.
All right, let's keep rolling. Let's keep rocking. Insurance provider.
Yeah, the hackers are demanding.
Sweet. Corporate communications. Internal,
If
external.
it's me and I'm the data privacy officer, I'm calling external counsel as well, right? Because I want to be able to put this under privilege if I need to. So that's another aspect to think about.
So what he said is so important. When it's under privilege, it's not discoverable if it's done right. And that's really important early. What you got? Somebody had their hand up.
HR, if your payroll system's locked up, you need to let your employees know
HR.
that you got their back.
Yeah, how the heck are our employees? What are they doing? Yeah, okay. Go. Yeah.
$2 million ransom.
You want to make sure they know not to talk about it to anybody outside.
I love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Our employees, do they know what to do if something like this happened? Because you know what they are doing, and it's not good. So we need to tell them. All right, go.
Yeah, the hackers are demanding a $2 million ransom. So that's a serious threat to our data integrity and operations. We've got to make a decision here quickly.
Wow. Hey, Nick, what's the potential risks if we pay? And what happens if we don't?
Well, we really need to weigh the legal implications. There are considerations around regulatory compliance and law enforcement, and we need to manage our public messaging carefully. Whatever choice we make, the narrative needs to reassure our stakeholders and mitigate reputational damage.
I do want to take them in on this one. I want you to answer this one. Talk amongst yourselves on this one. What we'll do is this. We're going to go quick, but if you want to leave, I understand. But it's going to probably be a long line for lunch anyway. Let that line go down a little. You're going to be good. But whatever you want to do. But talk about this one for a second, because this one's good, and there's a couple of good ones after this too. But this is an important topic. You want to take it?
No, go ahead. You're doing great. You're good, man.
You could do. Harbor, we are not video. Yeah, that's getting thrown in the garbage. But the content's good, exactly. Yeah, it is. It is really cool. You wait till you see what happens to these guys. All right. All right, I'm sorry. I got to shut it down. Who's got an answer that wants to brag about it? What do you got?
Talk to the FBI. They might have the key to unencrypt it.
Love it. FBI, they're going to tell you to revert to your incident response plan, by the way. But they're going to have great information.
And don't make that your first interaction with
Great
your
information.
FBI, right? Get a relationship so you know who they are.
I love it.
How much information do they have? If your insurance paperwork is stored on a system that was ransomware, they know exactly how much they can get out of you.
I love it. A lot of times it's a target for that perspective. So, is your incident response plan in paper form? In a bulletproof safe? Right. Is your insurance available if your systems are not? Right? So keep that in mind. How are you going to communicate when you're down?
Yep. Office of Foreign Asset Controls. Can you pay? If this hacker's from a sanctioned nation, you might have insurance, you might have the money. If you pay a sanctioned nation, now you're in OFAC trouble.
Yeah. By the way, when you bring insurance in, it's their decision, right? A lot of times. So.
Has the data been exfiltrated or just encrypted in place? Because you have no guarantees that they're not still gonna publicize that data after the fact.
Yeah, in most cases, if the data's been accessed, then in its PII, it's a breach, right?
Yeah, they knock themselves off. They have like these 5-star ratings, and they even pretend that they lie that there's these people that honor their word. It's just like,
And also, you don't trust anything that hacker says. Nothing. You have to be able to evaluate your real situation, because they're going to just throw a lot of smoke. They're going to do everything they can.
I love it.
Yeah, you can't trust them.
Yeah, get a professional to help you. Let's see what happens next. Go ahead, KK.
Good afternoon. This is Buck Farson reporting to you with breaking news. We interrupt your broadcast because something very, very significant is going on at XYZ Corporation. It appears that they've had a cyber incident, and this incident could have a great, great effect on their employees, their customers, and everyone that they do business with and are associated with, or possibly in danger and their information exposed. And it appears at this point that this is because of lack of due diligence and lack of care in providing a third-party managed service provider who was used as a vector to expose this organization. And there are rumors that the onboarding of this particular partner was not done in a way that abides to a policy that does proper due diligence, therefore exposing XYZ to possible litigation. We'll have more of this story at 11. And yes, this will be the lead story at 11.
All right, we're going to buzz to the next one. What actions would you take? Your CEOs get on airplanes, a lot of actions here. We got to restore trust. Let's let it go. There's 2 more clips. This is important.
Your conduct's unacceptable. You hired a friend to manage our IT without proper vetting, and then we got hacked. Consider this your last day at the company.
Fired?
Yes.
Alright, I guess that's it.
I'm going to ask you something on this one, and I want participation.
Alright, guess this is it. Can't believe it.
I can.
Should never trust a paper.
Nope, shouldn't.
Better luck next time.
Okay, I want to hear from you. Do you agree with that? No. Do you agree with the decision? I want both sides, and I want you to tell me why. Who said no?
No,
why?
Because you don't know the danger that these 2 guys that you just kicked out. Now you have no control over what they're going to do.
That's an interesting point. Right?
They might go to that crazy. That crazy news person that was just on it. They may talk to him, and they may really.
Wow, from a control perspective, you got to keep bad business move.
Yeah, you can.
Wow.
I think it's business continuity that's not happened yet. So.
You're getting to something here. Like, expand on it.
I mean, I think it's the team is needed, and I mean, not that you can get rid of them after, but the team is needed in order to get to a point of restoration.
Yes. You got to get rid of your team, or you're going to be in trouble. All right. What else? Yes.
I would probably arrange a voluntary resignation from the CEO.
The CEO. Who do these guys report to? Who's directing them? Is there anybody watching these crazy people? Is there a board of directors? Should they be removed? All right, let's finish. Anybody else? Anybody else? Because anybody agree with it? Anyone think they should be God after that shenanigans that they pulled? $2 million training. All right. I think we have one more clip. There you go.
We contained the breach and completed a forensic analysis.
All right.
Yes. The attack exploited our delay in patch management, and moving forward, we'll implement automated patch protocols and enhanced system monitoring.
Okay, we know the answers here. I think we had a great discussion. You guys rock. I have work to do on our video production, and I'm all over it. So next year we're gonna friggin' be IMAX in here. All right? All right, awesome. Enjoy.
Thanks, guys.
If anybody's interested in the cooler, just see me or Ed in the back. We'll scan you and we will call it what?
John, this is wonderful. I love that video of you on the news.
Oh, yeah.